behind me here, I've got a 1929 Ford AA ton-and-a-half tow truck. It's been abandoned in this old barn for untold amount of time. It's filthy. It's probably out of gas. It's got no battery. It smells like mice. Let's see if we can get the fire up and pulled on out of here. It's a will it start and will it drive video here at the Quick Speed Shop. All right, well, truth be told, this is my 1929 Ford AA tow truck, and I abandoned it here in the barn, the back of my backyard gas station, and it got completely buried in garbage. I got tarps, I got straw, I've got wood shelves on it. It smells like mice. There's plastic and tarps here everywhere. Old leaf springs, straw for some reason. Why do we got straw? I don't know. Look at that, a leaf spring. Why is there a leaf spring? Just one random leaf spring. Maybe I can do forge and fire. We got some kind of steel pan here. But it is a 1929 Ford AA tow truck. I built this about 10 years ago. Oh, here it is. Man, it is filthy. It is out of gas, I can see, but it should run and drive. Is there oil? Yeah, it is a little low. Throw a little bit of oil into it, but I've got to get this thing fired up, and I'm taking it to the steam pageant next week in Alexander, New York, and I want to fire it up and take it there. It's been severely neglected. The paint has faded right out to nothing. Come on in here closer. Let's open the door. Oh, that is a pungent odor. It is a pungent odor of mice. I don't even want to drink it in because it smells nasty. Let's turn on the light and see what we got in here. Oh. Got vinyl seats. Oh, I got some Kubota tractor oil. I was looking for that. Apparently it goes there. I believe there's mice in the bottom of this cushion here. Oh yeah, they chewed a hole right in it. Son of a gun. Well, first of all, I'm going to pull this out. It's an old school bus seat bottom, and it smells like mice. Back here on the back, I've been storing things on it. I got to get this piece of wood, this wood shelf out of the way. It's going to go somewhere. Oh my God, it's heavy. Ah! Oh, there we go. The rest of this, I should be able to pull on out of here. What is this random Scotch-Brite type material? That's interesting, to say the least. All right, I need to get a battery in it, and we'll get some fuel in it. I think this thing will fire up. It always has started before. So let me go get some gasoline. I'll pour it in the tank. The tank's in the cowl. I'll show you that, and we'll see if she'll fire up. Okay, if you're not aware, all Model 8 Fords have the fuel filler gas tank in the cowl. And if we're lucky, we can fill her up without making a mess. Of course, this is a new style can, so it's going to take 18 hours to fill it. But we'll go ahead and throw a gallon of gas in her, and I got the battery down here. We'll fire it up, and we'll hopefully she'll fire. We'll pull her on out of here. All right, 17 hours later, I got about a gallon of fuel in there. I think these hold about 10 gallons, 10, 11 gallons. Now this truck has sat here probably about a year. I'm going to turn the fuel on. I'll show you the controls in a minute. I'm going to turn the fuel on. I'm showing a little bit on the gauge. Push the clutch in. Got a choke rod here. Just going to turn the choke on for a minute, and then we're going to give her a go. It's just that easy. The thing fired right up. I don't believe it, but I got to him. Look. Come on now. Stacks. See on the back here, I got my homemade Weaver Autocrane style winch here, and it's got a drawbar that pulls Model A and style Ford I-beam axle, any cart Ford I-beam axle actually. 920s on the back, 620s on the front. Look at this thing, it's awesome. Don't touch the spark plug straps, you'll get a shock. But she always runs nice and good and nice and cool. Oh, got a little bit of a fuel leak here. Hold on a minute. That's good, leak fuel right on the exhaust system. Got a leak right there. I'll have to play around with that. We're leaking just a little bit of fuel, but that nut was loose, so that'll probably fix itself there. That is a Model A 4-cylinder, 200 cubic inch Model A 4-cylinder engine. You can see I got an exhaust leak here at the clamp for the pipe. She's just sitting there purring away. And look at that, look at the barn dust on this thing. So the controls here, you got the clutch and the brake. This is an electric brake controller I put on, just doesn't work. Turn signals. You got a 4-speed, the big trucks get a 4-speed. I got an ignition switch here. I got the choke rod here, which you pull the choke out, and you can also adjust the mixture. And there's a fuel shut off under here, emergency brake lever. It's pretty simple and easy to run. And it fires right up. So I'm probably going to lose the daylight here pretty soon, but we're going to, in the morning, we'll take this up, we'll wash it all off, we'll try to rub the paint out a little bit and get it ready for the show next week. But I can't believe that thing sat there probably a year, fired right up, no problem. All right, it's the next day. It's actually the next afternoon because it was blazing hot all day today. But I want to do a side-by-side shot. I don't know if I've ever done this. I can't remember, but we're going to do it right now. Model A hot rod shop truck. Started life as a 29 AA truck as well, pretty much just the cab, or what was left of the cab. But you can see the height difference. Chopped, channeled, sectioned, full height. I believe the cab on the shop truck is 11 inches shorter height-wise. You know, I got shadows here, but we'll take a look. First, it's channeled the width of the frame 4 inches, where this one is on top of the frame. You notice the header over the windshield is missing here, where this has this big header above the top of the windshield that I cut out of the roof, so that lowered the front of the roof about there. And then you'll notice this door skin. These are reproduction door skins I used to make these doors. This belt line here is this line here. The skin only comes up to here, and I made that the top of my window hole. So I've essentially cut this much, about 3 inches out of the cab, and you can see this panel here, the height of this compared to the height of it here. I made all this, but it looks just like that pretty much. I took 3 inches out of it about here. So it's chopped. I believe it's 11 inches altogether. Channeled 4 inches, I think it's chopped 4 inches, and then 3-inch section through the back of the cab. So that's 11 inches shorter. And you can see the top of the roof of the hot rod shop truck is about at the height of the top of the windows for the AA tow truck. So that's just a good comparison to see what the stock big truck versus a chopped down little hot rod truck, or the height difference is quite dramatic. Plus it's lower. The shop truck's right on the ground, where this truck is way up in the air. They both have the same, actually this is the AA frame. Here is the same AA frame as here. The thickness, and I grafted it to 2x4 inch rectangular tubing behind the firewall, but this is AA frame front, same frame as this in the front. So you can see how close that is to the ground, and this is miles from the ground. 20-inch wheels versus 15-inch wheels. So I'm going to fire the tow truck up, we'll pull it up front, get it washed off, and then I want to tackle that seat, get that seat swapped out, and make some more leg room and get rid of the mouse bus seat bottom. Man, it stinks in here. This window doesn't roll down. It's broken. Something's wrong with it. But this should fire right up. Turn the gas on. Turn the ignition on. It's hot out. It should fire right up. Man, the seat stinks. Oh, by the way, 1929 still has the plate glass non-safety windows. So if you wreck one of these turn into huge sharp shards. That's what used to kill everybody at glass. The glass is not safety. I think it's safety in the windshield, but the side window glass is still plate glass, and it was absolutely brutal. So you got to be careful of that. Okay, I fixed the seat. I fixed the back, or the back's the same, but I got another one of these backs for the bottom and got it in there, and it doesn't smell like mice anymore. I was able to get my window rolled down. I had a lube mechanism up, got that down. I'm going to leave that seat out of it. But now these are removable because they just hang in here on some clips. So once I park this in the tow truck garage, I can take the seat right out of it so I won't get any mice action in it anymore. Okay, this is the first time putting the tow truck into the tow truck garage. It looks like it's going to clear, so here we go. Boom, look at that. How centered up am I? Ooh, it sticks out just a little bit. Ooh, I'm way crooked. I can move over a little bit. I'm off the concrete on the one side. Let me move it over just a hair. Move it on over. There we go. Boom. Am I on the concrete-ish? Oh, you know what? Dang. I'm going to move it over some more. Hold on a minute. There we go. How cool is that? I gotta get some stones here. I was bumping over the edge of the thing, and this thing, the rear mains on these leak horrendously on Model A's, so immediately gotta get this under the rear main or I'll be ruining this concrete. That doesn't matter, it's because it's just a mud slab, but this thing pukes a ton of oil out of the rear main while it's sitting here. There we go. That ought to work. Boom. So how cool is that? We got the tow truck in the tow truck bay. I'm going to put signage up here across the way. There'll be signs up here, or maybe it'll say like towing service or something like that. But that, ooh, does it fit? Uh-oh. I'm hanging out just a little bit. Here's the problem. Back here, the boom is, I guess I got a little bit, it's hard to see backing up. I'm going to put down a block or something so I can back it up. It should just fit in here. It might hang out just a hair. Just a hair under there, you can see. But the rain, it'll be all right. It'll just like splash on the front bumper. But bam, tow truck in the tow truck bay installed, and I've got this area back here where with the boom laid back, I'm gonna actually store old Ford rear ends in here. I'm gonna plywood out this wall and then lean rear ends up against it with a torque tube because it'll get them out of the way, and I'll be able to stash them back here. But we have got the tow truck installed in the tow truck garage. So the last step down here, signpost based. I gotta get the Richfield sign up here. The sign will go right here, and it'll be up here about 10 feet, 10, 12 feet, say Richfield. And then you'll see the tow truck. I mean, it looks cool sticking out of there. I like it already. Boom. So that was a fun one today. Firing up the tow truck, getting it out of the back of the bay, getting it over here and stashed in the new tow truck bay where everybody can see it going by on the road. And it's gonna look awesome once the sign is up and I get a little more of my display set up here. Everything's gonna be off. So one step closer to making this an old school Richfield gas station. We got the tow truck ready to go in the tow bay. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time doing something cool here, bam, at the gas station or the shop here at the Quick Speed Shop.